What's the breakfast show without a look at the top stories in the papers this morning? Emmanuel Ajayi is our guide. Over to you, Emmanuel.
Many thanks, Kemi. There are interesting stories on the front pages of the dailies this morning. Well, I'll kickstart with the Nation newspaper. And the big story on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning is about the state creation. Hurdles agitators must scale by the deputy speaker. Says they have till March 5 to fill application gaps. A big one there on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning. And we have here ex-minister Turaki arraigned for adultery, others. Page 2 of the Nation newspaper. And our kidnappers killed lawmaker after collecting 100 million naira from his account. Quite pathetic story there. Now, ICPC arrests the former naval chief, NSCDC commandant over alleged 3 billion naira fraud. Big story there on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning. Let's quickly move on to the Guardian newspaper. And the big story here is talking about El-Rufai and Amechi and party chieftains with axe to grind against APC. A big story there on the front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning. And we have Nigeria unveils contactless passport renewal system across Europe. And Guardian Weekend is also reporting why Uni Abuja needs more than firing VC. Big story there on the front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Let's quickly move on to Saturday Punch. And the big story here is about government businessmen back anti-IPOP vigilantes as Southeast violence escalates. A big one there on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And the rider is saying state VPs raise funds to equip vigilantes against rampaging gunmen in that particular region. Lagos community where Christians, Muslims, traditionalists worship side by side. This is quite interesting when you have the Christians, the Muslims, and traditionalists worshiping side by side. You need to get details of that particular story inside the Punch newspaper this morning. Another one here is quite pathetic. Why I can't blame God for the death of 11 family members. Enugu tankard fire victims, relative there talking. And more stories on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. And we'll have this one coming from the governor of Osun State. My brother has never demanded a kobo from, for funding my election. This is Governor Adeleke there talking on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And Warri Refinery undergoes maintenance after one month after resuming operation. All of the stories there on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Let's quickly move on now to the first news. And the big one here is talking about no mercy for drug peddlers. And that's coming from the NAFDAC DG demands death penalty. No mercy for drug peddlers in the country. And on the masthead, we have 2027 LG backs Obi presidential run. OT Rosevival for governor on the front page of First News this morning. And Tinubu honors Nollywood legend Ikemo Owo on his 70th birthday. And 11 missing as pirates hijack passengers boat in rivers, 9 rescued. Big one there on the front page of First News. Again, 9 Chinese arraigned for cybercrime love scam in Lagos. All of this is on the front page of the First News this morning. Let's quickly move on now to Platform Times. And the big one here is talking about UCH power crisis. Families bring generators for patients. Wow. Big one here. Power crisis in UCH. Families bring generators for patients. At what point did we get to this level? Well, we're calling on concerned authorities to also look into this particular challenge in UCH. And Tinubu's wife blames Nollywood social media for get-rich-quick syndrome. There's this perception about getting rich in the country. So the wife of the president here is blaming Nollywood social media for this get-rich-quick syndrome in the country. Interesting stories on the front page of Platform Times this morning. NAFDAC wipes out 4.7 billion naira worth of fake expired products in massive crackdown. There's a big one there on the front page of us, Platform Times this morning. And these are all the stories we will take on the dailies this morning. And Kemi, let me quickly get your reaction on this issue of UCH power crisis. Families bring generators for patients. What do you make of this one? Kemi, these are interesting developments in the country at the moment.
What a very unpalatable news that is. And it also gives you a sense of the state of the health sector in Nigeria and what indeed needs to be done for a premier university hospital that the UCH is. It indeed is not a good one to hear of. And we hope that urgent action is done to save more lives in a better work environment, indeed. Thanks a lot, Emmanuel, for the much we can take in the papers this morning.